Hey man, let's talk about something that most guys never stop to consider, just how attractive you actually are. See, most men go through life completely unaware of how they're perceived. You might think you're just another face in the crowd, just another guy going through the motions. But what if I told you you're way more magnetic than you realize? What if you've been walking around with a presence that turns heads, but because you don't see it, you're not using it to your advantage? Today, we're breaking down the undeniable signs that prove you've got that rare, effortless attraction. And listen, this isn't about looks. This goes deeper than that. This is about presence, psychology, the unspoken language that makes people react to you differently. So sit tight, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly where you stand. Let's get into it. Sign 1. Your energy dominates the room. You ever walk into a room and feel eyes on you, not because of what you're wearing, not because you said anything, but because your presence speaks louder than words? That's power. That's dominance. Some guys walk in and no one notices. They blend in invisible others. They shift the entire energy of the space. They don't have to be loud. They don't have to be the biggest guy in the room, but something about them commands respect. It's in the way they move. Shoulders back, head high, calm, deliberate. They don't rush. They don't shrink themselves. They own their space. And people feel that women sense it, and they react to it. Other men, they either respect it or they get defensive, because whether they admit it or not, they see you as competition. So if you've ever stepped into a place and noticed people subtly reacting to you, my guy, you've got that silent dominance that demands attention. Sign 2, women. Hold your gaze. A little too long. Let's be real. Women are hyper-aware of who's looking at them. They don't just accidentally make eye contact multiple times. If a woman glances at you, then looks away fast, that's one thing. But if she lingers, if she holds that eye contact for just a second too long, she's feeling something. Sometimes she's testing you. She'll lock eyes just long enough to see if you can handle the pressure if you break eye contact too. Quickly, she'll sense insecurity. If you stare too long, she'll feel uncomfortable. But if you hold it just enough, then confidently look away like it's no big deal. You just pass the test. And here's where it gets interesting. Some women do the opposite. They won't look at you at all, not because they're not interested, but because making eye contact with you feels too intense. Either way, she's reacting. She sees something in you. Pay attention to this, because eye contact is one of the purest signs of attraction. Sign free. You have a natural command over conversations. You ever notice how some guys talk and everyone listens? It's not because they're the loudest. In the room, it's not because they dominate the conversation. It's because they speak with certainty, attract active men. Don't try to impress people with words. They don't rush, they pause. Before they speak, their voice calm. Deep, deliberate. They don't fill silences with nervous rambling. And when they do speak, people lean in because what they say has weight. And women, they pick up on this instantly. If you've ever had a woman sly, lean closer when you're talking or she keeps asking questions, keeping the conversation alive. She's hooked, she's invested. And that's because you're giving off the energy of a man who knows himself. It's never about what you say. It's how you say it. Speak with confidence and watch how the world listens. Sign 4, people. Respect your space without you asking. This one's subtle, but once you notice it, you'll see it everywhere, ever being in a crowded place. And realized, people naturally move out of your way. You're not pushing through. You're not demanding space. You're just walking with purpose. And somehow, the crowd parts. That's not random. That's presence. When a man carries himself with authority, people unconsciously respect his space, even in social settings. Some guys get overlooked, while others, they get automatic attention. And the difference, it's not size, it's energy. Women pick up on this instantly. If a man commands space, she assumes he's someone important. And in the world of attraction, importance is everything. So next time you're out, Pay attention. If people subtly adjust when you sit down, down. If they make space for you without you asking, you're giving off the kind of energy that demands respect. Sign 5. Women find excuses to be near you. Look, man, women don't usually walk up and just say they're interested. But when they are, they'll find a way to get close. And I'm not talking about coincidences ever being at the gym, a bar, or even just walking down the street, and you notice a woman keeps appearing around you. Maybe she walks past you more than once. Maybe she stands just close enough for you to know. Notice her fixing her hair, adjusting her outfit, pretending to check her phone. Maybe she even bumps into you by accident. That's not random. That's intentional. Women will position themselves in your space, hoping you'll pick up on it. They want to be noticed, but they won't make it obvious. And here's the biggest giveaway: small talk for no reason. If she asks you some pointless question, laughs at a joke, that wasn't even that funny, or finds any excuse to keep the conversation going, she's trying to get into your space, because here's the truth. A woman who isn't interested, she'll do everything to avoid being near you. But one who is, she'll make damn sure she's within reach. Look, man, attraction isn't about looks. It's about energy. It's about presence. When you start owning your space, moving with purpose, and speaking with confidence, the world around you shifts. You stop chasing. You stop trying to prove yourself. And suddenly, everything and everyone starts gravitating toward you. So pay attention to the signs, my guy, because once you see them, you'll never unsee them, and that's when everything changes.